Greetings. There is no need to worship anything outside other than yourself. The only thing that you can truly bow down and surrender to is yourself. The self is God. Everything begins from there. There is no difference between the self and the God. Only for those who do not realize this, they will need any kind of external worship. There is no need to be a devotee of anything other than yourself. The Lord resides within you. That is the meaning of Aapko dhyao, Aapko bhajo. Meditate on yourself. Worship yourself. Yourself means it's not the one word yourself. That is the body consciousness. Yourself. You are something there. What I am talking here of is your self, capital S, two words. Yourself. आपको ध्याओ, आपको भजो. आप में आपके राम आप होके रहते हैं. Lord within you becomes known to you only when you can turn within and worship yourself. Rest all is an indirect method that you take to finally come down to the self only. So, if you are too much in body consciousness, if the ego consciousness is too strong, then you need somebody from outside also having a body, also having a ego consciousness, the separate identity to come and point back to you. And that someone outside can be anybody. It can be your teachers, your guide, your parents, your guru, the Ishta, the God, the deity, any object that is outside. When you begin worshipping it, you are internally seeking the path to seek yourself. But since you are not an inward person, you are very outwardly, bahimukhi, the run is always outside, the search is always outside. And it might take a lifetime or multiple lifetimes to realize that it is not out, it is all within. So till then it's fine. We can have our own journeys. But I am conveying this to the people who have reached that state where the external kind of activities dies down. You are more internalized, you are more inwardly drawn. This is one of the steps mentioned in UPADESA SARAM, and it shows the route map of your evolution where you come to a state where you are evolved to such an understanding that everything is within, and this is not coming by philosophy or studying, but it comes through experience, and it's a natural, sahaja. It happens by its own. When the time is right, you realize that it's not outside. How will you realize? All your external activities start dropping. You lose interest in everything, and then many people wonder, what's happening to me? Is my bhakti wavering? Is my devotion gone to toss? Is my earlier practices, what I was doing with so much of sincerity, is all gone? Am I not sincere anymore? Is something wrong with me? All these karmakandas, all these dualistic approaches, all these so-called meditational practices that we do with the body consciousness, with the sense of doership, all begins to come to an end, and then you question yourself, is something wrong with me? There is absolutely nothing wrong with you. It's a part of the evolution. Study the UPADESA SARAM, it will teach you properly. The UPADESA SARAM are the 30 verses of Lord Krishna taken from the Bhagavad Gita and compiled by Bhagwan Ramana Maharshi ji. Very beautifully, the entire Sara, the essence of Bhagavad Gita is in those 30 verses, which shows all the step-by-step processes that can lead you towards your ultimate goal, so that there is no confusion. When things like this happen, all your external doership, all the external so much of hectic practices, Subha Sham, all those things start dying down, and you wonder what's happening, and you're seeking, running here and there, is something wrong? Many people come and ask me about it. That's why I'm making this video. There's nothing absolutely wrong with you. Trust everything is in the perfect order. The soul consciousness knows everything. Your inner light, the inner self, knows everything, and it is guiding you. Learn to trust that inner guidance. Apo Deepa Bhava. Nirlamba Yoga, taught by Lord Shiva to Devi Parvati. Become supportless. Until you become supportless, you are going to hang around. And then you become the slaves of all the external systems. It's called slavery. Anything when you can't use your own viveka and you depend on external systems and people and things and methods and practices and beliefs and theories and philosophies, that is because your inner faculty is not yet activated. Work towards activating the inner faculties, and even when it is activating, learn to trust it. Many people, their viveka gets activated due to their intense spiritual practices by the grace of their respective gurus, external gurus. That all that kripa, the grace works wonderfully. But then when it comes to application, people are confused. There is ignorance. So there, that external light leads you to the inner light. That inner light you should be able to trust. And without that trust, you will end up clinging and jumping again outside. Bahimukhi. So the evolution doesn't take place. Gati Nirodhakam, mentioned in one of the verses in UPADESA SARAM. Learn, study the UPADESA SARAM, you will relax and be at peace. And joyfully work towards the journey as it is beautifully unfolding very naturally. You'll have a clear understanding of everything that is happening to you in your life. A day will come, a day has to come when you are totally under your inner light, and that time you will know how to worship yourself. You will not fall for anything outside. You will not need anything from outside. You will be constantly led within. Even if your ego mind rushes outside, your inner soul, if you have activated, if you are abiding in yourself, you will see that the self will give you the right direction and pull you back inside. So that's how the soul works, the self works. Trust the self, trust the inner self. Stay blessed, much divine love and light to you.